So we're starting with the start of the next round.
Spectacular.
Elmaris, it's your turn.
I'm going to keep flying at the lady, and I'm going to try and kill her. I don't know which looks right here for me.
Okay, that puts you 120 feet closer.
Oh.
She turns and begins to flee. Okay.
Does she hide, or
No, there's no opportunity for her to hide. She's being observed at the
just
moment.
because it says concealed? It's just because it says concealed on her condition list. So I was just wondering if she was attempting to hide or stealth.
Not quite sure how that got on that. Was there something that I cast last time? Nope, her concealed condition should be gone now.
Does that mean like giving us some sort of like detriment to hit her, or no? It shouldn't have, because I don't remember
No,
that being
it's
on
a
her
flat
last time.
it's a flat D20 check. It would have been something I would have accidentally
Yeah, and I
applied
don't.
when I held down spacebar too long because that brings up the conceal list. Well, effect
Okay.
list.
Yeah, and I was. And I'd only just seen that. I don't remember that condition being on her last time at all.
Alright. Two vampires are moving towards Elmaras. They are 90 feet away.
Cool.
Rudius, your turn.
Well, I'm currently dominated and told to kill my friends.
You do have a will save.
At the end of my turn, because, la, because it was. Did she do that as a legendary action? Or
No,
sorry, I'm
she
just
had, she
confused
had to
about the
burn the
turn
actions
order.
for it.
Yeah, no, I'm just confused about the turn order because didn't we end on her turn last time? Because wasn't that the last thing that she did?
I thought we ended on Elmaris's, but Elmaris was first in the initiative order.
I'm happy to just take it from here if that makes things easier. It doesn't make a difference to what I've been doing. I know it might have, because then I would have been able to run up, and then might have been already undominated, and then the vampires might have
No, I'm
done
happy to
something
double
different.
check for this. You had us. We were planning to end at the end of that round, but you had us end early.
Ah.
Okay. So that puts her. What'd that be? 50 feet back.
And then the vampires would have moved towards Omaris, then it would have been my turn.
Yep.
Am I like optimally trying to go after them, or am I just like mindlessly trying to kill them?
How would you go about trying to take down Elmars?
Well, I don't have many spell slots at this point, so I think I'm just going to try and get closer to then have the range to use some of my more powerful spells that I have left. So I will Warp Step. Which moves me 80 feet upwards, and then I use my last action to stride. Sorry, it moves me 90 feet, and then I use my last action to stride an additional 45. So I move forward 135 feet.
Alright.
And then that's my turn. I will attempt a will save.
Yep.
Remember you cool little racial bonus to magic saves?
Yeah, I'm just adding that in. Alright, so plus 24, let's see.
What's
I
DC again?
will
DC 34.
30.
Hmm.
Was it 34? I thought it was 37 for her spells.
No, 37 for arcane spells, 34 for divine.
Ah, okay, then I'll plus 5 that.
Okay, that is a success. Elmaris, what are you doing?
I am going to continue trying to kill her. He's got the flight speed going, and he's flying at the speed of sound, or well, just flying
120 feet
high
around.
speed. Yeah, and
You got places
go
to go,
kaboom.
gotta follow that rainbow.
Yep.
Alright. Elmaris, the vampires have reached you.
Cool.
They've got one action left. So they're going to strike.
Stab, stab.
One hit, one miss.
Cool.
11 points of damage.
Right. What's my DR again?
Couldn't tell you, I don't see a
It's Elemental.
It's not listed on your sheet.
Yeah, because I didn't add it yet. Let me go check the mechanics doc.
Alright. While you're looking that up, Rudius, it's your turn.
Either way, Gilmar's gonna ignore that.
Well, I will. Now that they've snapped out of Dominate, I will once again move forward 90 with Warp Step, and then move forward another 45 with just a regular stride.
So that's 135.
20. I take no damage.
Oh,
Alright.
nice.
Just make sure that's listed on your sheet so that I can apply it normally.
Yep, that will be resistance. There's no physical. Do I just use weapon damage or
You just put it in as bludgeoning
physical?
damage, bludgeoning, slashing, force, and piercing.
Right.
I just put it in as physical 10 for resistance on my sheet.
That's fine if you're able to put that in.
I think this one they might be able to do it automatically. So
Okay. What's an option for it when I was setting up resistances?
Okay, she is still trying to flee. But it's Elmaris' turn first. There are 2 vampires on either side of you.
I don't give a shit. You're right. There is a physical option.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add all of them. Mars is going to completely ignore them and keep fucking rushing.
Alright. Rudius, it's your turn.
Alright, I will... Yep, same verse, same as the first. Warp Step, and then Stride. So, 135.
Okay, you're gaining on her.
You'll run out of blood points eventually.
Elmaris, you're still rushing towards them.
How far away am I now? Am I at them yet?
You are 275 feet away from her, 110 feet away from Rudius.
Okay. Oh, you rush? What else can I do?
Oh, here we go.
She casts Fire Shield on herself.
Oh. That's cool.
And she only moves another 50 feet. Okay, Rudius. Your
Alright,
turn.
I will stride forward 40 feet without casting Warp Step. And then I will use the second level slot granted to me by Wizard Archetype basic spellcasting to cast. Sorry, let me just bring it up for you. Cast. I'll just add it to my thing quickly and then I'll cast it that way. It'll make it easier. Actually, how far away is Elmaris from me at the moment?
150 feet.
Never mind, can't do that to him then. Yeah, I will use that slot to cast False Vitality on myself. Which gives me an additional 10 temporary hit points.
Alright.
Which isn't much, but considering I'm on 27 hit points right now, I'll take what I can get.
Elmaris, you're still moving?
Yep.
Alright.
I like the effect. Look on the token, you see the shield.
She holds her action after moving. Rudius, it's your turn.
So Amaris is only 30 feet away from me right now, right?
Yep.
If he's moved the full 120. Alright, I will use the first level slot granted to me by Wizard Archetype to cast just because it's a goofy spell, and I see that she's stopped. Like, I can tell she's prepared for something, right?
Yes. You could spend an action on a perception check to attempt to figure out what it is.
I will. I'll do so, actually. Let's play this smart, or attempt to.
Oh my god.
Well, no fear. I will.
How much to roll?
I rolled a nat 1 for a total of 20.
Oh, that is quite something, huh?
So I have no clue what she's attempting to do.
This is Strixhaven all over again.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, so that's an action used on that. So I will. You know what? So you're not wasting one of your actions to get closer to me on the next round. I'm just going to cast Friend Fetch.
I love that that's a spell. Friend
So I
fetch.
Yeah, just point at Elmaris and pull him forward 40 feet.
Okay.
Quinn has the same spell. Just because I find it to be a funny spell.
It is a funny spell.
So that's all 3 of my actions used, so I will just hold position where I am for this round.
Okay. Elmaris, it's your turn. Do you want to keep flying?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Am I at them yet?
Sorry, I'm just clicking
No,
on these
you are
to
currently
to
110
update
feet
my
away.
spells.
Alright.
Even after I pulled him forward 30 feet?
Yeah, you pulled
Yeah,
them
this
forward
should let me
25 feet,
use.
but the 120 feet after that took them to 110 feet away from her.
Cool, so next round then.
Okay. She no longer has the option to outrun any of you. Keeps her action held and moves 50 feet. Rudius, it's your turn.
I shall warp step, which moves.
Alright.
I will then use this last action to stride a further 45 feet.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Elmaris, it's your turn.
How far away am I from her?
160 feet.
Didn't she only move 50 feet away from him?
Yeah, and now 110 feet away from them before.
Okay, I thought they
Alright.
used all three of their actions to close the distance previously.
They did, but Elmaris only moves 120 feet around. They effectively have only a 120 feet per round movement. You added 25 to them, so that made it 145 that round. Compared to your 135 that is consistent.
I will continue to fly at them. I don't think there's much you can do at this point, is there? Like, what
I
do you
think
want
you
me to
just gotta
say?
close the distance.
Yeah.
I think she won't be able to escape your range next round, or it will be very close. Okay. Okay, she keeps her action held and moves another 50 feet. Rudius, it's your turn.
Zoom, zoom. Another 135. And that is a me.
Okay. That triggers her held action.
And that is?
Lightning bolt.
Ah, fuck. Why can't it be fireball?
Well, mostly because you're moving in a straight line.
Well, I could be zigzagging. I never
You
said I
could-
was moving entirely
You could
straight.
be, but you would be moving slower if you zigzagged.
I am
That's
flying.
That's a fair point. I mean, fireball, she could potentially get the both of us.
Hmm.
I don't think she can get me for lightning bolt.
Why not?
Is it 120-foot line?
Yes. And if you were flying up in the air, that would be an issue. But
I'm
you were flying.
though.
Yes, you were flying just above the ground, though.
Okay. I don't give enough shit.
This is gonna be
Seem
DC
right?
painful.
I also don't
37
give a
reflex
shit.
save.
I thought it was 34 for her divine spells.
This is arcane. Her
Did
arcane are
both?
37, her divine are 34.
Alright. This is probably gonna take me out. Actually, hold on. What level is she casting this at?
You don't. Do you have a ability that allows you to use recognize spells or reaction?
I do, but the thing I want to do is a reaction. I'm asking because of this.
Oh, that was that nice.
Would you like to guess what spell?
Please add +10 for this result, please. For result 39.
Would I like to guess what spell?
Well,
You
what spell level?
trigger- Actually, would this even work if it's lightning? I feel like elemental counter should work for that, but it doesn't. Is lightning its own trait, or is lightning like a part of water?
Lightning has the electricity trait.
Okay, so this wouldn't work, so I will just reflex save it.
Alright.
Instead, which will be painful.
Seems 39.
Yep. 39 is a success, but not a critical one, so that's half damage. 33 damage. And then you apply your thingy.
Yep.
Alright, just making sure. Oh. Well, it's not a critical failure. I just love not being able to roll above a 10.
Okay, so 33 damage.
Alright, thank God I gave myself temporary health.
Oh my god, they just saved you. That's incredibly funny.
Yep.
Oh, it did too. Nice.
I'm on 4 health.
Pup, are you running towards him as well? I just finished applying a movement, assuming that you've been trying to do that on previous rounds. That puts you only two.
So funny.
What?
Once again, mirror image hasn't done shit to help me.
It really is just like Strickhaven.
Yeah, really.
Okay, that could be a one shot.
You don't have a heal in your back pocket, do you?
Yes.
I'd appreciate it.
I did heal you before.
Yes, I know. I need it again.
Yep.
If you got
That
another
is no
slot for it.
problem. I
Thank you.
have basically not spent slots despite if I have every slot except
Okay,
two of them.
Elmaris, it's your turn.
Divine's magic isn't very circumstantially useful. It's just very useful for bonking shit
Mm-hmm.
and healing shit. There's no like cool little neat spell I know that's gonna help me in the situation, but I can't do that. How far away am I from here now?
You are 90 feet away.
So if I move twice, I would be 10 feet away.
Yep.
And if I move, how far away am I from Rudius?
35.
I'm gonna move, heal, move. I should be able to do that, correct? Using the one action heal.
Yep.
Thank you.
That is not great, but whatever.
I'll
Better
take
than
it.
nothing.
That's almost triple the health I was on previously.
Hmm.
Yep. And then I'll continue flying to her.
If only she had another lightning bolt.
I'm gonna be like diagonally adjacent to her from Rudy, if that makes sense.
Okay. Sacrificing 5 feet of movement then? What the fuck can she do if that doesn't get her killed in less than a round?
Nope, I cannot make Alexa jokes anymore.
Oh, sad.
It is sad. Fight me, bitch. Fight me.
Are two vampires still running after us? Or what have they been doing?
They've been trying to, but they're slower than Pup, and Pup is as fast as Elmaris.
I had to use every improvement in my book to be as fast as Pop.
I mean, I had to use like a spell, a feat, and a specific subclass ability to be this fast, and I'm still slower than her.
No,
To
things
be
are
fair,
faster than I
blood.
am.
I'm
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 flying
slower. I'm
40
faster
feet
than
every time.
but I'm slower than uh
The bitch
the blood
vampire.
point lane. Yeah, but to be fair, blood point speed is like bonkers for a reason.
Oh, this is gonna
I
bite her in
would,
the morning. Except she's
I
not gonna
would,
have one, but
I would not have been able to keep like we got really lucky with the gotcha book because translocate is the whole reason I'm even able to cover this much distance as fast as we have. If not, she'd be long gone by now.
I
it's fine.
surrender and I demand to appeal my sentence. She screams that.
Right, James, what are the rules of love?
And she did try and kill the heir to the throne.
She did, yes. James, what are the rules of the land?
Must be overseen by a higher ranking noble than her.
So she has the right to surrender in the man, such a thing?
Well, yes. Technically, anyone does.
But
Well, it's a bit like a terrorist surrendering at the last minute. A police officer might just happen to shoot them.
alright.
She holds both hands up in front of her. Okay, Rudius, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I shall stride another 40 feet.
Alright. Put you 75 feet away from zero, and she is at 90 feet away from zero, so there's a 15 feet difference.
Okay, I will move up to her again.
Okay, you're now right next to her.
Yep. Right next to her, and as I'm next to her, I mean, what is Elmaris thinking as I'm running? Like, is he considering this, or what is he looking like?
He is impassively looking at her with a slightly incredulous expression. The line, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
No. So is that like a fight her look, or a?
I don't even think he's decided yet, he's just incredulous.
All right, then I guess I'll move up to her and hold my action.
Alright. Pop's moved up right behind you. She's almost there. Well, it's almost there. Elmaris? Elmaris, what would you like to do?
Are the vampires still coming at us?
Yeah, but they are so far behind.
Hmm.
They're 300 feet away from you, nearly. Sorry, make that 140 feet away from you.
James, what is the penalty for killing someone that's working directly for the noble house?
What
What
is
is
the
the sentence?
penalty?
The sentence.
It depends on the crime.
She murdered the spy, which who I believe was my not regent. Was it what were the positions by the way? It was regent and
What is handmaiden?
yeah, handmaiden. Yes, by the
Um,
handmaiden.
so that one's a bit tricky. If she had have murdered her out in the open, that would be, well, treason. But the spy was sent into her house without any forewarning, so at most you'd probably be expected to pay the blood price, so the compensation for the value of a life.
In fairness, is it really her house? Does squatters' rights exist in Barovia?
Was this place her territory, her terrain?
No, this isn't her domain, but it was one of the vampires who lived here. They're dead now, but it was theirs.
And can they really officially legally sign over a property if they're being controlled by someone after being murdered by them to sign it over? She has also murdered at least like
They
8
didn't.
people.
They didn't sign it over.
Wait,
They
the
just
Oh,
strike
gave
so
her
like
permission to be there.
was for me to kill them, right, James?
Destroy the vampires, yes.
Your sentence has already been carried out by Lord Strad Vanzarovich himself. I will strike with the autocrit, my last one.
Yeah, I'm also stabbing. I was waiting for that because I'm trying to avoid legal trouble right now.
I was given an order by the literal Lord of the Land, which I think I will generally.
I mean, as was I. I'm just saying that, like, best to avoid any sort of legal
39's a hit.
hiccups.
I'm gonna be rolling just to keep just click higher, but got 68 points of damage.
Nice.
Nope, wait. I think I'm using the wrong sword.
Yeah, you're using the infernal hatred.
Yeah, no, sorry. $54 plus the effective is on some sword.
Doesn't matter. Together, both of you destroy them.
Nice.
What happened to the vampire she made?
Nothing.
Right.
I guess I just hold action till they get close and then just
Yep.
stab.
Yeah, they approach, and between Pup pinning them down, Elmara's vaporizing them, and Rudy is just cutting through them, they don't stand a chance. They each can't survive more than one round with each of you.
All right.
All right.
Elmaris will take the body. Well, the bodies, really.
You mean the ash?
Right, yeah.
You don't leave a body when you strike things.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I do. So we got a few bodies.
That is true, there is 11 bodies.
By the way, did the lady have any magical items that she left behind?
I believe anything that's not an artifact would have been destroyed, but I will double check.
Well, the thing specifically says that the radiant energy obliterates its undead form.
That just means when you stab them, their clothes just fall in a pile.
Well, obliteration is a specific effect, but I will double check. Give me a moment.
On the flip side, if we do destroy their magical items as well, don't we get an extra EXP from that?
Yes.
Badass.
Nice.
I don't know. Still, have to take everything that she might have, and then we have to loot the castle. This isn't exactly because I'm in desperate need of more magical items, but
No, the obliteration would destroy everything on her.
alright.
Except for a necklace. That necklace is going to make a saving throw against being destroyed. And then what level is it? I'll apply that. Yeah, the necklace is fine.
Oh, cool.
What does a necklace do?
How'd you like to figure that out?
Arcane insight.
Okay, what's Arcane Insight do? It's not an active magical effect at the moment.
Okay.
It became dormant while no longer attuned to.
I'll take it to be identified with the mages at the castle. We can then decide what we're gonna do with it together. Is it acceptable?
Yes, that sounds good.
I
Let's
have no plans on taking your spoils if we desire to talk fetch.
That's fine. I'm just glad that this is taken care of.
Yes, I will require some help with the castle, if you don't mind.
Of course, I'll assist.
James, you're gonna spend a few hours going through the castle.
So I want to go back to that vampire that I coup d'erased. They still there, or are they gone?
They were one of the ones who got up and followed, and only to get put down.
Ah, okay, cool. So long as we don't have the one that got away, I'm cool.
So there's no vampires left, right? They all died?
You believe so?
Also, I pick up
How
all Lumino's
strong
gear.
is the tugging? Vampire sense.
Tugs you down.
Down?
Yep.
There it is. There's vampires somewhere beneath us.
I guess this place. Not surprised that this keep or castle would have some sort of dungeon or base.
Yes.
I will
At this
also.
point, all of my full effects are gone, so rip.
Yeah. Sad. I'll miss the extra damage.
Sorry, that was the wrong spell.
I think mirror image is also gone at this point as well.
I'll miss the plus
Yeah,
yes to everything.
Yeah, so mirror image is gone too. I'm no longer in arcane. I could
Heal
technically remain
this.
in arcane. No, thank you. I'll heal for that, and then I will battle medicine myself as well, because by the time we get back, it's probably been around 10 minutes, so I have the ability to do that again.
I'm also gonna heal myself.
An auto crit, because I've been magically healed. This is just a regular success at my level, so
Sorry, that was the wrong spell.
Nope.
Alright, James, I will give a very thorough look over of the castle, gather everything that I think is valuable or important to our mission, or the kingdom, etc., and I'm gonna look for the way down.
Yeah, I'll start investigating.
So, what do you mean by looking for stuff inside of the castle? Are you looting the castle?
Not completely yet, though he will do that later, but he is going to give everything a look over first.
I would go to the air.
Alright, then I am not going to loot this castle. I am going to look for the way down, though I will steal any important documents because I have legal claim to those, correct?
No, those belong to the house.
Anything that might be related, that have reason to suspect might be related to the vampire attacks that she was involved in?
You would have to get those through whoever is the legal owner of the house.
Do we have clearance to at least investigate the area?
If you believe there to be a vampire there, then yes, that is an active threat.
Okay, when we do, so we're investigating the
I
area
look
to
for a
find a
way
way.
downstairs at least.
Yeah. So I guess while we're doing that, to assist in the investigation, I would like to use the psionic resonance feat that I have.
Alright.
Which helps me like feel emotions from objects. So if I'm getting anything strong from something, I can look at that, and then I'm just going to be spamming Insightful Arcana as well as I'm investigating. Try to find any like hidden entrances or passageways.
Okay, so which one of you is starting with north and which one of you is starting with east?
Normally I journey to the west, but
I'm gonna be having Pop help me because he's got good senses.
oh, that's true. So do we all want to stay together, or do we want to
Honestly, I think we
fan
stay
out?
together.
Yeah, just to be safe.
It's gonna be
So
slower, but yeah, I don't think it's not been 10 minutes yet, right? Since I broke into the castle. Like before you start parsing the actions, James. By the time I kill the lady and go back, it's not been 10 minutes yet, correct?
No, it's not.
So I
been
still
closer
have
to
my
five.
cool plus
that
20
happened-
remaining.
Oh, if it hasn't, then I'll deduct the battle medicine hit points then,
And I can roll this.
because if it's not been 10 minutes, then I can't use it.
Here's my survival tracking check. What is it with my rolls versus Aiden's?
I don't know, man.
53. In a track survival check. If I get aid from anyone, that will be 55.
What proficiency are you with
I'm trained.
survival? Then I can help you because I have, or more so would I be doing investigation?
That's up to how you want to go about this.
Like I said, how I'm going about this already.
Well, you are investigating rather than actually trying to track down a creature.
Yeah.
Is
I
Pup
can't.
trained is Pup trained in survival?
Is Pup trained in survival?
Yes.
Then Pup can help me. Pup, will you help me? Well, Mars is this explicitly having you help him because he needs a help. I did say this even before I rolled the check.
Yep. Pup will help and try and
Yes.
use senses, nose, and ears for locating things.
Alright, go ahead and roll, people.
Roll your survival. Up. For the help check.
I clicked it.
I believe the typical DC is 15.
No, the DC is equal to, I believe it's 12 plus your level, Elmaris.
Right. But fine.
It is not rolling. Are we still locked in combat?
Yeah, James, finish combat, please.
Alright, go ahead, try.
Still is not rolling for some reason.
Oh, you used the token. Hell yeah.
Well, that reminds me.
Plus 9, so I guess 13.
Alright. So Pup attempts to assist, but is not of much assistance throughout this.
Alright.
Rudius, can you roll me the investigation?
We don't have a Pathfinder investigation, so what am I rolling?
I think
Is
that's
that
the
just
one thing that I
society?
like in 5e more than Pathfinder. And it's investigation specifically.
Yeah.
What is it called?
That's society?
No, this would be... survival.
Really? It can't be anything else?
Perception would be a secondary one.
Because I'm untrained in survival. I just went back and checked. It's the one skill I'm not trained in. No, I'm also not trained in thievery or intimidation. Perception is better, so I will attempt a perception check. Actually, before I do that, how long does this last? Oh, only a minute, so there's no point. Yep, I'll roll perception. I guess I'm only getting one above 4 roll today.
Okay.
I don't get get any circumstance bonuses because all the extra things I've added to this, do I?
I just used that to modify the DC.
Okay. Your character has good abilities and plans, but you're all like me.
I'm gonna be honest, that's depressing.
Alright, so a secret bookcase is found. Behind it is a spiral staircase down. You had to pry it open.
Oh, there wasn't like a cool, very niche book that had a specific meaning that we had to pull out the way to get it to work?
Well, you tried pulling every book on the bookshelf. And well,
You know,
when
I'd have to
Elmaris looked forward to see how he opened it, he just saw everyone prying it open.
You know, I've got to say, I'm disappointed. Normally, when you do something like this, you have a specific book that has a meaning, and that's the one that opens the hatch.
That lady really seemed like the intelligent, insightful kind to you.
No, but still, if you're going to have a secret passageway behind a bookshelf, you've got to at least have a cool one.
I can admire that.
Alright, I guess we're going down.
Alright.
I'm
Before the
casting
10 minutes goes up.
Timber. Which is an actual spell.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Heck yeah.
All right, down we go.
Alright.
Would there have been enough time for me to get my focus points back? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
This was nearly an hour-long process
would-
to find this area.
Okay, so I
Alright.
could have also have gotten that healing, so I'm back to 100. I'm down to a singular spell slot, so... It's that and being the cantrip king.
No, that is slightly less bad. Remember, you can still spell strike cantrips.
Yep, I can still spell strike cantrips, and it's no longer the annoying moon, so I'm able to do that without it costing spell slots.
We should call that the annoying moon event.
Hmm.
So, as you go down the spiral staircase, you see a boy chained up, probably no older than 13. A vampire is sitting and guarding him.
The boy's not a vampire?
He doesn't appear to be, but he looks malnourished and dehydrated.
Does the vampire do anything when we appear? Or are we heading to it right now?
Well, when you walk in, it doesn't seem to react. It's taken notice, but if it was given instructions, you've not triggered them yet.
I will approach it.
As will I.
And I
Okay. So you just walk straight up to it and stab it?
Yep.
29 is a hit.
Fortitude save.
$21.
DC 38.
It is destroyed.
It is no. I believe that the 21 to a 38 is a critical failure.
Yes.
It is utterly annihilated, leaving no trace behind. Resurrection is
Including the-
impossible without divine intervention.
including the keys to the thing that's currently
Probably.
holding the boy. Yeah.
However,
That's fine. I can attempt to lockpick it.
yeah, I think after we deal with the vampire, we have time.
Help me.
We will help. Any more vampires here, James?
Nope. That was the last one.
So the tugging is now pup.
Yep.
All right.
I will.
He,
I'll help
she
the
is
kid.
word.
Okay, make me a thievery check to try and lockpick.
Is the kid wounded or just tired?
There doesn't seem to be a single scratch on him.
What happened to you?
They killed them all. My whole family.
The vampires? The undead?
Yes.
The moths? They're dealt with.
Are they destroyed?
Each and every single one of them.
Good.
I am Elmaris von Zarovich.
My
I
prince, if a
apologize.
boy
we
tries
could
to
not
kneel.
I apologize. We could not get to you sooner. She was wily
your-
and hid from us well.
Save your strength. Say the kid, as I attempt to lockpick. I don't even have a lockpick on me, so I'm just kind of using like a needle from the medicine kit to pick the lock.
James, do you think you can cut these chains?
I mean, I might succeed. I don't know. 31 get it?
That's true.
R31 is a success even with makeshift tools.
Nice.
Lock pops open. Thank you, my prince.
It is no problem. I apologize for what happened to your family.
That means a lot.
Okay. James, am I correct that it is? I won't say it's protocol, but it is acceptable for me to bring this child to Castle Ravenloft for a little bit, right?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Maybe not. Yeah, there's a lot of vampires. No, I don't think there's a lot of vampires there anymore.
No, that's not even the point. The point is that he's a kid that's malnourished and extremely tired, and
Yeah,
we're taking him
that's
by,
good
by
idea.
horse ride. That's not going to be a good trip for them.
I
We should
was
give him some
wondering
time
if I could get him to a doctor, though. That's the thing. You can't leave him alone.
I'm a doctor.
Right, yeah, you are. But how do we take care of him from now on?
Protocol for this sort of thing is a bit messy. Technically, if he is the last living member of this family, assistance is supposed to be brought to him if this place is safe.
Right? What if he's not of age to care for himself?
Then an advisor will be brought in.
Do you
I
wish
should
to
still.
return to Castle Ravenloft, give news of this, and then return? I can provide medical assistance until you return.
James, do I have a sending left? for the day? From the magical item?
Nope.
When does it recharge again?
After a long rest, I'm pretty sure.
Right. What's the nearest settlement?
About an hour west of here.
Do you think do you think he's capable of going there? An hour west. I'm sorry, an hour east of you. Through a horse ride.
Do I?
It'd be a rough trip for him.
It'd be a rough trip for him.
There's food there though. I don't think we have food for him.
There's plenty of food here.
Is there? Left?
Yes, it's still a fortified castle, and they have preservative food.
Right.
By my estimate, do you have an idea of how long vampires have been here specifically?
Probably a couple of months.
It's been a couple of months, but they should still have food here
Right.
for him.
What time is it?
Just after 5 p.m.
Right. I'm assuming you don't have a way to cast sending, do you?
No. It's not one of the spells I have in my repertoire. So
Understood.
I could have casted it if I had a scroll or it in my book, because I have a tier 3 spell left, but that is all after the battle I have.
Understood.
But after I get the kid free, I'll carry him to a bed or something and start doing medical care. Identifying what's wrong with him, how to help, etc., etc.
Alright.
Amaris will rest for a few hours. If that is okay with you, Rudius. And then he's going to set out to the near settlement.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I'm just going to be taking care of the kid, so whatever you feel is appropriate. He trusts you, so.
Nice. And I'm going to rest for 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. And then I'm going to go to the near settlement with Pup. Unless Pup wants to wait, Pup, do you want to stay here?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Right, yes. Pup's coming with me then.
As you command.
Oh, that's strange. But Elmars wouldn't notice it because he's a brat, so he's just going to pet the pup.
Alright.
Pup's, Pup's just kind of been looking curiously at the boy since they found him, and then but we'll just follow Elmaris as usual.
Wish I could say this was a friend, but I don't think it's gonna go well.
I was just thinking, because, or at least Viridius was thinking, this kid's probably traumatized by vampires, maybe not having one around.
That's what I'm thinking too. I mean, that pup's really good at standing guard, though.
Yeah.
But I understand that. Anyway, yeah. After a few hours of rest, I'm gonna go to near settlement.
Alright. Get to the settlement.
Alright. I will arrange for. Hold on. Any vampires here, James?
No.
There's one right behind you.
I'm gonna go looking for someone send the Raven to Castle Ravenloft.
Alright.
So that I can warn my regent, so they can make the necessary arrangements for the help and the steward, I think it was the person that's gonna be helping the child until they're of age.
Alright.
And is it appropriate for me to get to get it like 2 guards here from here to guard the castle? Is that part of the send help thing?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Is it appropriate for me to get 2 guards from the town to help guard the castle for a little bit?
Yes, technically
Is that
they're
part-
all guards from this... Well, lord? The guards from the castle would
Well-
be... Sorry, the guards from the city would be guards from the castle sent to the city.
I will demand to speak with the representative, the lead, the guard, and sorry, the captain of the guard.
Yep. You'd be brought to them.
I will walk in.
They bow before you.
Almars nods. He's following Barovian protocol, whatever that is. And I need guards to be sent to the castle.
How many?
The young lord is alone there. Would young lord be the right title?
Maybe mention Rudius so I don't get stabbed.
Yeah, I will clarify. I'm just clarifying the terminology. James, is young lord the correct title?
Technically.
Technically,
Though
what do you mean?
that'd be more of a term to look down on him.
I'm the prince. What am I supposed to call him?
The lord.
The lord. He is 13.
What happened to the
Or
previous
seems to
lord
be
of the
about.
castle?
Undead monstrosities invaded the castle and killed all of its inhabitants. We found the boy chained down in the basement. He was starving. I have one
see.
of my medics there. He's being cared for. However, we cannot stay there forever. See to it that enough guards are there to care for his physical needs and his safety. I will be having help sent from the castle soon, as according to the law.
They quickly go through and get as many guards as they can to send to the place.
All right.
They then begin making other arrangements.
Okay. What kind?
Some are cancelling events. Some are going through and making sure that people are being informed in the local areas.
All right.
So a relatively massive ordeal.
I understand.
Alright, I will be right back.
So I definitely think there's more going on here.
Oh, for sure. Shit's suspicious as fuck.
Yeah.
However,
Like,
my
maybe-
magical vampire killing scent isn't picking up anyone.
Yeah. I mean, surely someone from the town would have realized this was going on.
That was what I was thinking, but since the lady had dominate, it's not impossible to just send people back with false information.
True. I do find it amusing we spent all that time chasing after them only to, as soon as...
I kind of thought this weapon was gonna be like counterintuitive, but no, this thing's great.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I rolled really
Give me a
good
second,
damage
please.
on that attack on her, too. 3d12, I got 2 12s. 44, I got a 4, a 2, a 2, and a 1.
I am back. I'll grab XP.
Oh. Welcome back. Oh, right, XP. I completely forgot about that. Oh, hey.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
A little bit stressed, but other than that, fine.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
So, everyone else is silent?
Yeah.
Just doing
Well, we have
math.
to step away for a second. James is doing XP math. We killed the vampire.
Fuck yeah.
What
Anyone
happened
died?
was... No.
Oh.
What happened was, I spent the actions running towards Delmaris because I had nothing to get him in range at the time. I
Mhm.
then succeeded on the dominate, Then we ran after her. I used a spell that gave me 10 temporary hit points, and that saved me from being downed by a lightning bolt.
Nice.
Then she said she held her held her hands up.
Dominate
And,
didn't work. Fuck.
Lightning bolt didn't kill him. Fuck. To be fair, I was on 4 health after the lightning bolt. It was not that temp hit. If I didn't cast that second level spell, would have died.
So what did you do with her?
Well, Elmara said no to surrendering. So they stabbed him and her, and I stabbed her, and then she died.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah,
I
P
have
auto
one-
crit. Yeah, we did between the two of us in a single attack, we did over 100 points of damage.
I know it's not great having someone who surrenders killed, but one vampire less is always great.
Yeah. Plus, we found out that she was, keeping a kid chained up in the basement. So no remorse really after that.
Yeah.
Apparently, she took over the keep of a noble family, and that
Hey
kid was
kid, you want to hear the good news? You're a lord
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, so I'm currently taking care of the kid because the kid's malnourished as hell and not in a good condition. And Elmaris is getting people from the town to come guard the castle while
Do you search for items?
official. No, because the vampire lady had a necklace,
Ooh.
that survived the disintegration effect of Elmaris's blade. So
Mm. Yeah, you can
that could
search
be
for keep.
something. Not real. It's technically illegal to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
We only searched to find the basement, to find the kid. I mean, maybe he'll give us something for saving him, but
I think he has
I don't
different
know.
problems.
Yeah, he has much different problems right now. But yeah, we're gonna get to loot this place. I do kind of want to look around for some sort of
So
documents.
Lumino, we didn't get you any items, but here's a child to adopt.
No, Lumino, we didn't get. I got brought back your items. Here's a cool necklace.
Maybe.
Depending on what it does, it might be cursed, but we'll
To
see.
be fair, my items are like I can buy them in the next blacksmith again.
Listen,
Way to not do that, but
I'm saving you money.
that's true. I can use money.
Yeah, I didn't have enough to get to level 11, so I didn't deduct the XP from last time. So that's that. Take away 55,000. Brings me to 14,430.
I need more time.
Alright, so that puts me on 55,029. Or did I already deduct it? Because we got a lot of bonus XP last time.
Oh,
The
yeah.
last one.
Rosen.
I'll check.
We still need to figure out where those are coming from.
Because I did get around 79,000. And then I had, I think, 60,000 previously. And then I lost 55. Yeah, so I did have 69,000 to begin with.
Nice.
And why didn't I? I guess I just didn't have enough
You
time to do.
You didn't add this week's this bonus XP thing to your XP list.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I deducted the level 10 requirement XP from the amount I had on my sheet. I couldn't remember. I think I did. And doing the math backwards, I think that is what I should have. I should have the 69,000. I just wasn't sure why I didn't level myself up to level 11 then. 'Cause enough. Maybe I just didn't have the time. Maybe I was looking at the old one and it cost more back then.
So, We're now waiting for Almaris to return.
I mean, we could cut to Lumino. It's been a couple of hours on our end.
Sorry, I had to go
Oh.
give my cat the medicine. Like I said, I had to last
Yeah.
week.
Oh,
Hello, I'm
how are
also
they
here
doing?
now.
The gaping wound in there that he had is way less bad than it was before.
That's great.
They're not very
Yeah.
happy with me touching the wound in their ass though, or forcing like pills down their throat.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't be happy either in their position. But you know, gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, where do we continue?
Okay,
Sorry for the
so
wait.
Elmaris, you get back to the castle.
Cool.
The guards are there now.
They are like doing this in multiple hours
Yes.
because then I would try to get my hands onto this scroll of sending.
Alright.
So going to the shop where they had
That'll be
all the other
310
scrolls.
gold.
310 gold. Oh my god, that's not expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy it.
Oh, I got haste as a conflux spell at level 11 as a magus. That's awesome.
I'm gonna be leveling up twice very soon. It's very, very agreeable.
Oh, you'll find that resurrection.
In 2 levels, yes.
Resurrection?
Like resurrecting spells, I mean.
Okay. And as it's still like 25 words limit.
Yep.
Then 15 5e sending, okay.
Please. Yes.
When Amaris would get a sending after I got the scroll. What's happening? Are you alive? Should I come?
James, do I get this any?
Can I get an
What's
arcane
going
check
on?
from you to use the scroll?
Yes. An arcane check.
Yep,
I'm
should be
immune
arcana.
to I'm immune to some forms of divination, but I think Sani should work.
Yay! My greatest skill.
Well, you have today's inspiration. Wait, no, you don't.
No, I don't.
Because he's late.
Oh wait, do I? Because I said before that I would be late?
Nope.
Okay. I just
And
didn't
if it makes you
remember.
feel better, James was also late to the session.
Only
26.
cost me 2 inspirations this week. Okay.
You have +7 intelligence? Nice.
Yep.
What would you like to say to them?
Yeah, up until the last ASI, she was smarter than I was.
What's happening? Are you dead? I don't know. Give me answer me, please.
Incredible.
Yes. She can't do shit, but at least wants to know what's going on.
At the castle, kill the vampires, found child, undead, dipshit.
The spell fails to reach Elmaris.
I'm immune to all forms of divination. Right, yeah, forgot about that.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yes?
Do I like notice that it fails to reach Almaris?
There is no response from them.
I buy a second one.
Okay.
This time sending to Rudius. What's happening? Can't reach Almaris, please answer.
Do I receive a sending?
Make me the arcane check.
James.
Yep.
If I cast sending, I could still receive replies back, right?
Yes. It's your magic returning to you.
Did something.
24 is a success. Sending reaches him.
Alright. All fine, hailed vampires at castle found child helping them now. Will let Almaris know. Stay safe.
Okay. Then I'm happy for now.
Are you gonna go with the castle? I'm saying.
Strahd comes and visits you, Lumina.
Oh.
Well.
Hello?
If I am not mistaken, you should be across the land right now.
Yeah.
What happened?
Tried to play bait. Then I turned to guy him back here.
I
But
see.
they seem to have slain the vampire and freed the castle.
So you are telling me you provided no value?
If you see it that way.
I am asking if you see it that way.
I didn't manage to heal the woman we had with us enough. But I did what I sought out to do going in there. Didn't work out great, but they managed.
That is good. While we are waiting to hear more from them, come with me.
Okay. I follow.
Okay. He takes you to a restaurant so that you guys can discuss things. And so that he can eat.
Oh my
okay.
lord, Strahd. You're an engaged man. What are you doing?
It was like, oh, so why restaurant? Ah, okay, he's hungry.
Elmaris, I'm dating your sister.
Oh no.
And that's how I killed Strahd.
That's the motivation.
Wait, that's all it takes? Okay.
Don't you dare.
Lumino for the greater good.
You just gave me a reason. Okay, I'll follow and I would order some tea, but nothing to eat.
He has the entire restaurant cleared out for this.
Is it a good
Don't even
restaurant?
question it. Ah, the mafia boss returns.
It is the top restaurant of the city.
Yes.
I don't know. It'd be funny if he took you to the Barovian equivalent of McDonald's.
Hey, he needs to make good. He needs to be close to his people, so he starts working there for a day.
Oh God,
Start frying
Donald
fries.
Trump.
I would
Tell
just sit
me.
there for now.
Lumino, have you noticed the gap in power between you and the others?
Somewhat.
And what do you make of it?
Right now, with the body I have, I'm bound to a specific place. My whole life before, I trained for the freedom of movement. Those two paths don't seem to align that well. And the form I'm in right now helps, but it can't compete with people. Can I wait? I'm just. Let me just make a short check. Okay. Just for your knowledge, she's not outright lying, but clearly holding something back.
Alright.
Because honestly, I think Strat will have more than a 5.
It is
You never
a
know. I
shame.
get Aiden.
But you must accept that the person you were before this is dead. There is no recovering what you have lost. Only making do with what you have now.
I see that differently.
Do you plan to chase after what you once had?
No,
Then what
but
do
I
you
will
plan to
accept what
do?
is. But I accept what is still there from before. Only because someone died doesn't mean everything's gone. And after that happened, I basically tried to fit a round shape into a square hole. Trying to do things that don't really completely align with my personality just because people expected it from me.
He begins eating. So then, What is your purpose?
She takes a big, like big, how do you call it? When you drink something.
Big sip.
Okay. Yeah. From her tea. I can't answer that now. Still need to think a bit about it, but at least I know it's not what I thought it was before, so I need a little bit of time to search for it again.
Sorry.
Very well.
I know one
And
thing that is, well, I know one thing that is definitely not.
what is that?
I'm not after the accumulation of personal power. Yes, the other two are stronger than me. Right now, there's not much I can do about it. And chasing after them just will make me more miserable. I'll find something else.
Good.
I have a question to you.
I presume you have another as well.
Maybe. Would it be possible to provide me with a copy of this land's specific laws and all of that? I would like to study them.
Very well.
Just assuming there's no way to go about it, and I don't want to ask Amaris or you every time I don't know something about it.
Very well.
What else might there be? Nothing yet. She finishes her tea. Is he doing or saying anything?
He's just thinking for a moment.
Okay. Then I'm waiting.
He finishes the meal and then prepares for both of you to leave.
Okay. I'll leave.
Okay.
From my side, I don't have anything right now to talk to him about, so.
Elmaris and Rudius.
Sup?
Yep.
Amaris adopts another child.
It's really is becoming a pattern, huh?
The emergency
One word is
caretaker is
enemy
brought
action.
forward for the child.
Good.
Okay. After the caretaker's in place, what would you both like to do?
When I was looking over the kids, are they like sick? Or are they just malnourished?
Just malnourished. Other than that, surprisingly,
Okay.
I've had good care taken for them.
Cal doesn't need to be under any sort of magical effects or anything, do they?
They don't seem to be.
Okay, then I guess when people arrive, I'd meet up with Elmaris.
Alright.
How were things at the town when you arrived? It's good that you were able to get people to come here, obviously, but how did everything seem?
Can you say it again, please? My audio got fucked up.
Sorry. So he would approach you, and then when there's like no one around, he would ask you, how did everything seem at the town when you arrived?
James, how did everything seem?
Mostly fine.
I will give him a report of how things were.
I see.
James is a bit suspicious that no one seemed to know, but there are magical means of influencing information.
True. Also, the kids, the Lord seems to be in fine physical health aside from being malnourished. Seems that they were taken at least somewhat reasonable care of during their time in the dungeon. I don't know if perhaps we're reading too much into this, but there are some things about this that do seem peculiar.
It is strange, but we can only look into one thing at a time.
Well, as far as I understand, that should be the issue of, well, it's vampires in the land dealt with.
We can help.
So long as
We can help. I suggest continuing investigations after this if you have the time.
I'll do what I can, but as far as I'm aware, there doesn't seem to be any left. Most were taken care of by us or Lumino.
I found no evidence of any vampires in the city. The sword, he taps the hilt. Gives me a perception of further presence.
And the sword didn't react to the kid at all, did it?
No.
Okay.
Right, James? In fact,
Alright,
if it
well.
wasn't for the vampire taking care of him, that kid would have probably died there.
I do wish we could have gotten the chance to have questioned the vampire, or at least tried to see.
The problem
but-
is that questioning vampires is a bit of a dead end.
I agree that if we had a body, there might have been something. But regardless, we've done well here. We've taken care of the threat. We've saved the life of a young lord, of a lord that is going to have a lot to deal with now, unfortunately.
Yes.
Because, well, we did good work here today. I will look into the vampire thing more just to be on the safe side, but hopefully this is something that we can put behind us.
That is indeed. That would indeed be preferable. If you need any help at all, you know where to contact me.
Will do.
I will stay in the castle until the help I've sent from the castle is here. Then we can return together.
Sounds good.
Is it agreeable to you?
Planning on... Yes, it was. I was going to suggest the same thing.
Spectacular.
If possible, I'd recommend sending Lumino a message. They apparently tried to reach you, but could not.
I'm
They've
immune
s-
to divination.
I figured as much, but I just thought it'd be worth mentioning. You should still be able to send information out yourself, no?
Yes, but my only use of sending is a magical item, which is out of charges for a little bit.
Well, if you're going to be staying here a few days, let's hope that I'll be able to generate it myself.
Yes. Right, and I guess we stay here until the help I sent from the castle comes, or until like enough time has passed that I think it's better for me to return.
Then you would only stay about a day. There's enough help that's been provided from the actual city itself.
Can you say that again, please, James? I'm having some audio issues.
Sure. So there's been enough help provided from the city itself over the last day or so to actually pretty much entirely handle things at the castle.
Right. So am I expecting it? Am I waiting for anything from the castle, or? 'Cause my regent had to do something about it, right? At least to assigning someone responsible. Or am I incorrect about that?
No.
And
You
the
have
city already
you
handled
have
it.
no political power over that.
And it's not a me problem then.
The prince doesn't have political power over that. Weird.
You can't tell a lord who they can and cannot have.
As their advisor, yeah. Makes sense.
Right, so before I leave after like I guess 2 days, 3 days, I'd like to go speak to the child.
Alright.
I'd come with.
The old man who's been appointed his advisor by the city guard They sit in on the meeting as well.
I nod to him.
They nod back.
I will approach the child.
Greetings, my prince.
Greetings. I did not have the opportunity to ask for your name when last we met. I would like to rectify that.
Balin Vale.
Balin?
Balin Vale.
Balin Vale. A pleasure. I shall soon be departing from your land alongside my companion. I trust the arrangements made are to your satisfaction.
Yes, they are. I am grateful.
Good. You shall grow up under the weight of this tragedy, and for that, you have my condolences. However, it is good that you are alive.
Sorry.
I have 2 requests to make.
Alright.
The first is that you have your guardian. Would that be the right word, James?
Not exactly. More a
Steward?
counselor.
Counsel. It's the first that you have your counselor assist you in looking over the documents from the past months. Anything that you believe is connected to the events, the vampire invasion, I ask that you will send to Castle Ravenloft addressed to me. Is that okay?
Very well.
The second is simpler. If you hear more tales or rumors of these vampires, contact the castle. You will know what to expect.
What is a vampire? Is
The
that
type of
what this
undead, the
undead?
monsters that.
I
Yes.
see.
That would be key. Have kept top pretty far away from everyone to ensure no one knows. James.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
How old is this child?
Papa would have been kept away from them to ensure no one knows.
Alright.
They are dangerous. More dangerous than most other kinds of undead. Limited to child's 13.
Hmm.
They spread like a disease. Fast and insidious. And they can pretend to still be alive. The ill-prepared can fall quickly. I have done my best, and I believe that with this last raid, we have eradicated the vampire threat to our kingdom. We have hunted down each and every single one of them. For the safety of Barovia. However, in the event that such a threat resurfaces, contact me if you hear of anything.
I will, my prince.
My thanks.
I like the politics in what you just said. We did our job perfectly, and if it comes back, it's not because we did our bad job. No, it's because they came back.
Well, I can't really eradicate every single one of a member of an undead race. We fucked up. We
I
fucked
know.
up the vampire threat. That's
It
all
was
we
still
can do.
very political how you said it.
Yes.
What? The politician is being political?
And I'm pointing it out.
What is this?
Politics.
Gasp.
And that is it. We shall leave in the morning. James, is it protocol for me to have to compensate this person in any way, or
No.
have I done my job already? Cool. Duty fulfilled.
All
How was
right.
the kind of like advisor guy reacting to all of this as this conversation was going on?
He's honestly just trying to figure out how to actually stop this from becoming a... Sucks that they're dead, but making sure that this young child is going to be able to competently keep things going in this region is his number one priority at the moment. So having time to care about these undead is not really on his to-do list.
Yeah, but if he doesn't follow my orders, I will be very upset. Like, if there's anything here that could relate to the vampires, and they don't
The
tell
only
us, and people get, turned to vampires because of it, it's gonna be in his head.
The only thing I can maybe think of is like take a look at some of the documents. If like the main lord became a vampire, he might have been doing kind of work for.
Well, that's what I just asked for. We
vampire.
have to ask him to give documents to us, according
Yeah.
to James, right, James?
Well, you asked him to look through the documents and give you any that he thinks are appropriate.
Yeah, you never
Yes, I
asked for
thought-
permission for us to look through them.
That's because I don't want to overstay our welcome here.
That's fair enough.
You could appoint someone to look through them.
There's only so much you can do without before I start violating another lord's right, James?
Yeah, going through another lord's documents is not going to go over well politically.
Yes, I presume this was the best way to handle it, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I just thought it'd be worth bringing up.
Yeah, I thought about that, but politics.
Ugh.
But if someone steals the documents, and then you can go through them.
You can kill Shadow, but you can remove him from the world.
I think he's
You
meaning
take the
me.
shot.
I'm now the stealth guy.
I honestly I don't know who I mean. I just mean general.
Sorry, can't steal.
Yeah. You get some of the quest to do it. You don't do it yourself.
And too bad you can't use your assassin to do that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm imagining that if Elmaris wants to break the law, he has to be very Count Dooku hiring assassins about it.
Yeah. No, you have to hire an assassin that hires an assassin that hires an assassin to do it.
That gets a droid.
Hires an assassin that sends a robot that uses insects.
Yeah, you have you hire an assassin that hires a construct that is a druid that summons an insect.
It's gonna be great.
Outsource for outsourcing.
Anyway, yeah, after that wonderful conversation, I'm gonna fuck off.
Okay, heading back to the castle.
Yeah, I'm taking the corpse, by the way.
Okay. Are
Which
you doing
one?
anything to preserve it?
I don't have anything I can do to preserve it, do I?
I
Nope.
do.
Okay.
If you have, then please do.
You preserve it. A few days later, it comes back as a mummy.
I've wrapped it in bandages. Now nothing bad will. Why is it getting up?
All right, let's go.
But I would
Back-
I'd like stitch up any wounds or anything on her body and preserve it for a couple of days.
All right, we ball back to Gothic Disneyland.
Okay.
Mildly annoyed.
Hopefully her family will be able to put her to rest.
That is my hope. Mar seems vaguely annoyed that she died this easily. I know mad that she just rolled badly and the vampire rolled well, but from his POV she was like, "My lord, let me. I will take care of this," and then she immediately died.
Either she wasn't even like the one that was like send me in. You were the one that was like, "Oh yeah, I'll send you in," and then just dies instantly.
I believe she volunteered for it because
Yeah,
I was
to be
No.
fair, when Amaris asked what do you think we should do, her answer was, "Let me go in and deal with it myself."
yeah, that is what happened. Thank you. I was looking for the specifics. And he was like, "Yeah, that. I mean,
After
surely
that we
that's
said
that amount
no,
of
just scout for the
confidence."
moment. But she wanted to kill everyone herself.
You went, "No, I'd win," and then got jumped.
Yep.
Yeah, I know she just rolled poorly, and she could have probably done it, but it's from his POV. He's like, "My lord, I will take care of this." And then like 5 minutes later, he walks in, and she's like a corpse.
You were good at one thing, and you couldn't even do that. Which is sad for her. Like that was a shame.
It's a shame
Amaris
that she
needs
rolled that badly.
to Amaris
Sometimes it
needs to
happens,
hire a
but
better assassin.
they really do. It seems.
See, this is why you just do it yourself.
Hmm.
I have the sheer stealth of a raging elephant.
Hey, if there's no one left to report you, then you're technically stealthed.
You guys
Exactly.
know how Lumino has a high stat and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind you that my dexterity is -1.
Wow.
In fairness, dexterity is kind of the strength of 5e. Whereas, like, you don't, unless you're specifically building for it, you don't really need it that much.
All of the stats in Pathfinder are like that. In Celestia less so because we need intelligence and charisma and wisdom, sorry. But
I don't know. I'd say wisdom's still pretty important in, like, base Pathfinder. Like, will saves happens a lot.
well,
Also
reflex saves
perception.
happen
Counterpoint.
just as often.
Reflex save.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, perception and initiative.
No, I'm gonna be honest. You can roll if you're rolling perception for initiative, you're not being cool about
Counterpoint.
what you're doing.
Stealth to initiative.
Yep.
Yes, but for that you need to build into Dex again. The base thing is for everyone else is perception.
Yeah,
No,
I should have asked to
most
roll
classes
stealth for
have a
initiative in that
general
combat.
stealth.
I should have asked to roll
I see.
stealth for initiative in that combat encounter. Damn.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the thing that you could do.
Yeah. Also, dexterity is really good for skills. Tumble through.
Honestly,
Acrobatic.
personal opinion, Pathfinder best stat intelligence.
Yeah.
I will agree to that, but
More
I feel like all the
proficiencies,
stats are
more
really.
languages.
I'm
All
gonna
the
be honest, I
stats
feel
are
like all the stats
generally
in
more
Pathfinder are good.
than in 5e, but just the sheer amount of intelligence is like recall knowledge checks you can do is so bonkers to me.
It's really cool. Anyway, James, we're going back to Gothic Funland. What's there?
Do we encounter anything on the way?
Yeah.
Ooh, I wanna fight kill shit.
I mean,
Without
we could
me?
use a negative. We could use a negative encounter.
Do you have any?
I think so. Let me double check.
Okay.
Hey, we gave you time to catch up.
Yeah, we
Why
did
should I
give them.
catch up if you finished everything?
Moral support? I don't. That's a fair point, actually.
Like,
I don't know. But yeah, I have.
Don't
I
you
have
want to get your
two.
shit?
I have two, but we can wait till we meet up with Lumino if we want to do that.
I'm not even sure she's gonna meet up with us. That's a problem. I don't have no clue where the fuck she is.
No, she's back in her church.
like, there's literally only 2 places I can be, and one is more likely than the other.
All right, so let's go there.
is it-
Let's go to the
one is
castle
in
and
Baro-
pass by.
One is in Barovia. One is like my house.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not
Okay.
negative. I still have the effect on me. That's amusing.
What effect?
Oh, I got the spell that gave me temporary hit points that stopped me from being, taken down by the lightning bolt. I've removed the effect, but I still have the thing on me. I gotta say, that's been like one of the most clutch uses of the gotcha book. Like translocate and that temporary hit point spell saved that combat encounter for me.
So,
About half that session was Elmar just flying straight on. It feels like a Dragon Ball Z episode that they stretched too long. So a conversation
Yeah.
taking 30 minutes, and then it cuts the same like 5-second animation of Goku flying with serious face.
That was basically most of that fight, was just running and teleporting after someone.
Yeah, but it's funny because you were like actually doing stuff. You had like a game going on with her, where you caught up and did something, then she did something, and then the scene every now and then would just cut to Elmar's, and there was nothing happening. He was just there.
It was like
flying.
when Gohan and Krillin and Vegeta were fighting Frieza, and then it's just you cut to Nail and Frieza just flying into the distance.
Exactly. If this
Okay.
wasn't a bridge, I think there would be a really silly song playing that scene.
Can I get 2d10, please?
Go, Aiden. You're really
Alright.
good at rolling at once.
Aw, thank you. Not today.
Ooh.
When we need you the most.
Roll me 1d10.
Oh,
it is a negative. Let's go! Net 1.
8.
Thick mists obscure the road for a week. Do you want to travel
Oh.
through the mist?
Probably not the
Honestly,
best idea.
Sounds like me traveling earlier this day.
No, we're gonna camp. We're gonna camp for a week.
Yeah, we'll set up camp.
I
Like, it's
am.
send-
I've been in
like, it's
Barovia
sending
for
it-
long enough that I know that mystical bad.
Yeah.
You travel farther, you end up in a misty city with no one living there.
We end up in Barovia 2, the second layer.
That's just Silent Hill.
Elmaris Rudius and Pop's Isekai Adventures.
Okay. So
It would be a fucking hilarious show.
You've spent a week in the mist, and then you continue your travels. Are you
Nothing
heading to
happens
Barovia?
while we're camping?
Nope.
Camping in the mist? Aw.
Are you heading to the Barovia Castle, or are you heading further down?
You wish to stop by the castle first, or head to the city? I guess it's still too misty. He can't hear me.
What did you say? It's too misty. I can't hear you.
No, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
I believe Elmaris will be going to the capital, so the castle.
Most likely, though, I guess we have to go get Lumino to get her shit.
Well, you could give that to Rudius so that he can go deliver it to them.
I do have Lumino's stuff. I picked it up.
Yeah.
And Rudy, do you mind delivering that? I'm gonna go to the castle. You can meet me there
Yeah,
later
sure.
if you like.
It has been a week. We've just been stuck in this weird mist.
Alright.
Any more D10s to roll, or is that it?
There'll be more for you.
Oh, yay.
Now you get the heavy negative encounter.
Now I got 5 negative ones.
On the bright side, you've gotten a long rest at this point.
That's
Oh.
true.
Yay!
Spell slots back.
Yay. Actually, maybe I won't roll a bunch of ones, because then James has to pull up a new thing of spells for me. And if it inconveniences him, then I'll probably roll good. If it won't inconvenience him, then I'll probably roll good.
So yeah, that is pretty much how that works.
Yeah.
2d10, please.
Alright, I will roll them one at a time for dramatic effect.
We really need something that can fly. But cut down on travel time immensely.
Scene cuts to Mars flying straight on with crossed arms.
He told you.
To be fair, you technically are the Prince of all Barovians.
You see, you're not dealing with the average undead anymore.
I have risen beyond and I realized the legend. The legend that you fear. El Maris, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maris goes into the dungeon of the castle. What? It's with an undead bargain
Okay,
sale?
Rudius, you get to the city.
Alright, I will go look for Lumino.
Man,
Um,
I don't think it's hard to do that.
I get to the city borders, I see the giant sky beam.
Maybe there. Nah.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to church to find God.
Skyrim guard voice must have been the wind.
Sure is sunny today, looks at Skybeam.
So you came to find God and only find a bitch.
Aw. Don't talk about yourself
We
like that.
pay you?
I mean, I did.
True. No worries, I will ask for money.
Your tab's wrapping up.
Okay.
The interest is gonna be a killer.
So you come back.
Yep, I come back.
She sees you, runs up to you, hugs you.
I hug Lumino back.
Ah.
Sorry, I would have. None of us had sending. I never got it in the book, and we were stuck a week because of some weird mist that came through.
I knew you were alive. That's good.
Yeah, we got it all sorted. The new lord's now situated and will hopefully be okay. But the main thing is it's dealt with, at least for now.
Nice.
Oh, also, I picked up all your stuff.
Thanks. I kind of like those clothes. So, what now?
Well, Amaris told me to meet him at the castle because he found this. Well, we found a necklace off the main vampire lady. That might be some sort of. There's probably some sort of artifact. So I
Oh.
was gonna stop by there if you wanted to come along.
She looks like back into the church. I would really like to, but I think I should stay here for a bit.
Ah, that's fair enough. How's things been going here anyway?
It's strange.
Strange how?
I don't know. Mm-mm. Let's go somewhere else, and I take him to like a room.
Yeah, I follow along.
I'm just not really sure yet what to do.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, just tell me honestly, if you were in my position, what would you do?
Mm, I think I'd probably just continue trying to build up the church.
Yeah, I know, but what kind?
Well,
Don't say the one with a bell on the top.
I mean, I'd want to make a. And his eye twitches a little bit when he starts talking about making a church. Uh, but
That's just some generational hatred.
weird. I don't know why that's happening. But I guess I'd want to make a church that would help people and that would line with my values, and
Hmm.
I'd start working to make that a reality. At least that's my perspective, especially since the faith is tied to your ability to physically manifest.
Just not sure what direction to take it in. Like, all of it started as fighting undead, save freeing the Barovians, blah blah blah. There are not really that many undead left, and Barovia is technically freed.
True, but there are still monsters looming around everywhere,
No, but
like werewolves and skeletons. There are still things out there that guards can't deal with because they're in a singular location to, you know, guard a settlement rather than the roads.
something like that. Like, I need something that I can be a. Fuck, the word is missing.
I know it's accurate how your character's feeling.
Hmm?
Well, it's accurate how your character's feeling if you can't think of the word for it.
Yeah, give me a second.
No good.
I need a feeling that I can't really ask them to do something that I can't be an example for. And if we are honest, right now I can't really be the monster fighting example.
Oh, it's not your fault.
I-
If that's the case, but
I know.
I do.
This is not about complaining. That's just.
Well, you have every right to complain, but I do see your
Yeah,
point.
but
You
I
don't
passed
feel
that stage.
comfortable asking them to do something that you don't feel capable of doing yourself.
Yes.
I suppose that's kind of the problem there. In order for you to become more powerful, you need more followers, but in order to gain more followers, you need to be able to spread your message. And get people to believe in the cause that you're fighting for.
I honestly sometimes wish I could go back to school. Was easier at that time.
It was a lot simpler back then. First thing I had to deal with back then was building a house.
Ah. Worst thing I had to deal with back then was my dad fugitive. And my brother getting kidnapped. And my brother getting assassinated. You know, maybe it wasn't that great back then.
It was different. And sometimes different can feel good even if it necessarily wasn't.
Hey, you think Castle Ravenloft will have some library or so?
It probably does. And I'd imagine Strahd would have quite a collection of tomes and books.
It might come along. Seems like a
I'm
good thing to
hopeful.
check out for a bit.
I think so as well. I am hopeful that if we're offered a reward for something like this, I think I know what I'm going to ask for.
Don't say a book.
Well, it's technically.
Please don't say a book.
It's not a book, it's a spell.
Book.
Sheet of paper.
Multiple sheets of paper.
No, singular sheet of paper.
How long will it be?
Average size? I don't know.
Oh, I thought you wanted to, like, say you don't use a book, you use a spell scroll with, like, all the spells on it.
Honestly, I don't fully know what this thing is. Hold up the book. Like
Okay.
it's very random the spells that it gives me, but it is surprisingly the randomness has forced me to be a bit more creative. And it did come in
Ah.
handy with the vampire lady. She was able to run at incredible speeds, clear hundreds of feet in a singular second, but the book had a teleportation spell I was able to use to keep pace with her.
Mhm. Okay, I'm going to grab my things, then let's go to the castle.
Sounds good.
I'll tell the people at the church that I will be gone for a few days.
All right.
I just like make chit chat with some people as Lumino's getting ready.
Rudy is a social guy.
He's trying.
Okay. Can I get 2d10 then as you're traveling?
All right, let's see.
Five. 3.
3.
Don't
Nice
think
clear
that's
trip.
anything.
As you arrive at the gates to the castle. Actually, no, that's only to the junction, so it'd be one more d10.
You want to roll it?
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Not much happening.
A nice
That's
day.
clear. So after 3 weeks, you
Class-
get to the castle.
3 weeks.
Is weeks to travel there?
Yeah, if you can fly, it's just a bit over 2 days.
Oh.
But it's... Where is that? It is a bit over 380 miles.
Even if we go. Oh, damn.
Huh. Yeah, we need something to fly.
We were in the city of Barovia, though.
Yes. Which means you start there and you go through all of the roads up and around.
Oh, that's where the castle is. Okay.
Where did you fit?
I thought the castle was somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay. Wow. 3 weeks. That's a long time.
So you say 3 weeks instead of 3 days.
Yeah. I thought everything would be closer, so I would have told the people the correct time. Because my character would know that and when I
Yep.
don't.
Alright.
Need to be gone, have some business at the castle.
Can I train when we're when we're not traveling?
Yes, you spend at least half your day not traveling.
Okay, so that's 10 weeks. I've already spent. How long was the travel from the other place to for me to get here?
Just under 5.
Okay, so I'm a couple weeks away. Cool.
Okay, so 8 weeks. There's a lot of shit I'm going to do, but I might do that in a downtime channel. After we see how much time we got. So, we arrive at the castle.
Yep.
I press the doorbell.
I don't think there's one.
The guard brings you into the castle.
They know us.
Hmm.
Alright. Elmaris,
Smith
you're
and Smith,
informed
no
that
relation.
your guests are here.
I will receive them in my living rooms. We'll have them cleared of anyone in my quarters. I mean, I'm assuming the necklaces have been identified at this point. Has been. Sorry.
So we meet you where? What
In
part
my
of the castle?
quarters.
Oh. Okay, this will sound a little bit weird, but are guards around?
No.
Then Lumino will just walk up to you and give you a short hug.
He stiffens a little bit, pats you in the back awkwardly. Once.
I'm so happy you're alive.
Well, technically.
Hmm.
You know, yeah, technically. But
Pup, you
anyway,
would be there.
Yeah, Pup's here. James, what is protocol for me to have done with the handmaiden's body?
I should be buried in a servant's crypt normally.
Right. And what would Strahd's portrait say about that?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Strahd's portrait. He seems to have a thing about people failing, but I don't really want to make her a vampire.
And I find it funny that the portrait is basically replacing your dad now.
I can't really talk to him.
I
He's not
know, but
around.
it's like, hi, I can't talk to you, my son. Here's a picture of me to talk to.
Yep. It's kind of funny.
um, Rudia said you found something interesting.
Yes, a necklace.
Oh. You know what it does?
That's what it does.
Right? Damn. Well, okay.
What does it do?
Let me figure out how to say this in character. I could just send you
What
guys
does
a
it do?
description, but that would be less
Nothing.
funny.
It's just a normal necklace. You don't need to be worried about it.
It does none of your business.
What? It says it needs to be worn by a royal person? Sad. You can't take it.
Yeah, that vampire is actually my sister. Crazy.
It is a necklace that increases your, I suppose, your time flow.
Ew.
Makes you faster at the cost of decreasing your natural aging. You will age at double the rate for as long as you remain invested.
Yeah, I'm keeping. I'd keep my clear of that personally. Chronomancy is not something you should mess with.
Chronomancy is dangerous, yes.
I mean, I'm not sure if I even have a natural aging anymore.
That's true, actually.
Neither of us do.
I'm technically just light.
No, you're Lumino.
What?
Though I do say that your body, while being a construct, does or might have some agent to it. I would recommend experimenting a bit before investing in something like this.
Hmm. Eh, doesn't
If you
sound
would
too
desire to keep it for yourself, it is not exactly a problem, though I might request use of it in occasion. My personal recommendation, however, is that you figure out the specifics of your circumstances before investing it.
What does it require?
Require nothing.
No, you said something about it requires it, then didn't get what you said afterwards.
It basically increases your speed at the cost of increasing the rate that you age.
And you're not
Question.
completely sure that you're ageless. So Marius
Mhm.
says
Yeah.
you can have it, though he might require use of it sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I wanted
But
to know.
he would personally recommend not investing it until you're sure.
Question. Like, make you faster as in moving faster or as in...
It gives you haste.
Huh.
That's it. It gives you haste for as long as you're invested.
I'm...
You have a plus 10 feet increase to your speed, and you get an extra action that you can use to run or strike.
It's actually better than
cool
standard
and
haste
all,
in
but it's
Pathfinder.
like...
Yeah.
Barely useless for me at the moment.
Alright. Then I will keep it for now, but if any of you ever have need of
Yeah.
it, just let me know. Is that great with you, Rudius?
That's agreeable to
It's
me.
the
I
shed. Go on.
I have no interest in the item, so it is agreeable to me.
Very well. Remember that this is a shared spoil, and I will respect your claim to it if you show desire to take it.
I appreciate that, but I don't wish to mess with any sort of chronomancy as I still naturally age.
I understand. The same goes for you, Lumina. I understand that you
Oh,
are a bit
I see.
starved for items at the moment.
She looks down at her normal armor and her normal weapons. Yeah,
I shall see what I
Yeah.
can do about that.
I managed to figure something out. Technically, I just need a blacksmith who likes to have faith in me.
I suppose.
Shut items, woohoo!
James, how long until Rudy's marriage, by the way?
Bit under a year now.
Tomorrow.
Interesting.
There's still plenty of time.
So, I have honestly come here for a second reason.
Lifts an eyebrow.
Would it be possible for me to use the castle library for a bit?
James, is that acceptable?
Would you like to ask Strahd?
Yes. I think that is the best core recourse from you at the moment. I don't know what the specific castle area yet. I will ask Strahd.
Okay, asking his portrait or Strahd himself?
Is Strahd himself the castle?
No.
The portrait.
Okay. What would you say to the portrait?
Does Lumina
Dad,
tell
my
Ilmaris
friend
that she
stay
met with
over?
Strahd?
Thing. I
No?
don't think, like,
You never told me.
yeah, I don't think right now, because in her mind it's like 8 weeks ago, so it's not that.
Lumina has appeared and requested use of the castle library for a little bit. I believe she seeks to educate herself.
Then she can find some other place to do this. The library is for us, not for her.
Are there any libraries in Barovia that are not in the castle?
There are several smaller libraries within... what is that place called?
Valaki? Or Kresk?
Well, Vallaki as well, but there is a town just outside of Barovia. I'm just trying to remember what it's called.
The one we are
Barovia.
going through all the time.
Yeah.
Fake Barovia.
Alright. Thank you.
I
I
mean,
will
the
return to you,
castle,
Lumina.
the city, or the person?
Castle, city, or nation?
Or person.
Yes.
Use a land. I am sorry, but I cannot allow that for that to occur at the moment.
Oh,
Simply put, the castle is older than myself, and I would need direct permission from my father to allow you to make use of it. He's not present at the moment.
okay, so if
I can
I
guide you to
might...
the position of smaller libraries until Strahd himself reappears.
Oh, where are they?
In a city south, I believe that we north west of Barovia, right?
South. Are you talking about
that one.
Vallaki?
No, I'm talking about the one with the libraries.
That's this one then. It's a small
Yeah.
education settlement.
There is a small education settlement along the road. We pass
Oh.
through it when we come from Barovia every now and again, though we never stayed for long.
Then I might put a stop in there.
If or when my father returns, I will ask him in person and give you a better answer. I apologize that I cannot give you permission at this current point in time, but it would be dangerous.
Nah, no problem. And you don't have to ask more. I can ask him myself.
Very well.
I'd also be interested in taking a look if possible.
Yeah, as long as you get permission from my father to do so, I have no problems with that. However, without his explicit permission, I do not either have the authority or the desire to permit others to make use of the castle library. It is a bit
Fair enough.
particular regarding the blood. Even my own
How-
presence here is questionable.
Speaking of blood, how's your uncle doing?
How is Sajay doing, James?
You've not checked on him.
I'm gonna go check on Sajay. Belmars blinks. I will be right back.
Oh fuck!
Oh, have you
Forgot about
not
that.
seen him?
No,
Oh,
I've
you want us
spoken
to-
with the man once.
do you want us to come with, or just wait here?
Sure. You may
I'll
come.
along. See what he's doing.
You see that the door to his room is locked.
Well, I suppose he's unavailable. That's an answer.
You could knock.
I will knock.
Okay.
Any answer?
Make me a perception check, everyone.
Had him in a deck save.
$26.
37.
21.
Though, however,
Rudius, you hear something faintly from the other side of the door. Sounds like soft struggle.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like he's struggling in there.
wasn't he having nightmares, James? That's part of the memory process.
Well, he was before, but that was quite a while ago.
Wasn't that supposed to like last for a while?
That's what Strahd said.
It is likely he's still recurring his memories. I do not believe it is wise for us to try and break into the room at the moment. As much as that is concerning, it is best for us to go. I hope you guys
Rudy's-
catch the implications here.
Hmm.
I don't even really know what this is all about, so.
Well, wish him my regards.
I
When
shall
you
do
next see
so.
him.
Maybe check up on him some other time.
Yes.
It's a shame to hear that he was
Regardless of
struggling,
how
though, given
bad-
thousands of years of memories were implanted in him. That does make sense.
All right. I will take
Yeah,
them to the
but-
exit.
Oh,
You see, if Sergey is still in the memory, there's nothing we can do for him, right?
I still think it'd be worthwhile to check to see what he's struggling with, though.
And if he's not, I don't want to get involved with Strahd in this way. Choose your battles.
I think you should check up on him sometime.
I shall do so when Father comes back.
Mm.
If the door is locked, it is locked for a reason. I don't want to know what that reason is yet, but I will have to. Let's not step on any toes at the moment. Remember that I
I-
am easily to reach. Yes?
was thinking maybe you could stay for dinner.
Dinner?
Dinner?
Looks self up and down. Looks at you.
What people do together?
I am undead.
You could still have a meal with them.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. It's fine. I'm gonna arrange for a meal to be made for them.
I,
I'm just gonna have tea.
I,
Not my
I,
meal, because I don't think you guys are gonna find my meals very tasteful.
I don't really need to eat myself, but I still like do it for social reasons.
I do not have the benefit you do of having taste. I've had to develop a spell for the sake of tasting beverages.
Actually, do you even have a taste for food? He asked Lumina.
I-
Lumina does.
My fucking me, I just want to spend time with you, okay?
Don't say cringe, don't say cringe, don't say cringe, don't say cringe. I will share a cup of tea with them, James.
The introverted person trying to kick out their guests.
The guest saying.
Okay.
We have tea.
The only thing I can taste, by the way.
Huh.
I developed a
fine.
spell for this.
Hmm.
For you see, the only thing that's worth tasting in the afterlife.
Hmm. I mean, tea is a good thing to taste.
I just. Tea is totally fine. I just said dinner because I thought that was more like.
I
lore
really
thing
don't
and
think you
stuff.
guys want to know what I have for dinner.
I asked for dinner because I thought that was more of a royal thing to ask for, okay?
Please remember what dinner was like with the Zero, which is when we was first brought in here, and reconsider your choices.
Rudius
Yeah,
is
that
choosing to
stuff
remain
changed.
silent.
Anyway, I don't know.
Incidentally, do you want to hear something
Kinda-
morbid but a bit curious?
What?
Do you want to hear something morbid but a bit curious?
Okay.
He's asking this to you and Rudius, so Rudius.
Sure.
Undeath has shifted my perspective of the taste of a body part in humanoids. I have only consumed it once and have no plans of consuming it again, but nonetheless, I find it curious.
I mean,
It does make sense. Most undeads need to feed off of living beings in order to sustain themselves.
Yes, but I did not think it would literally change the way it tastes or feels.
It makes
Huh.
sense. You feel nourishment from food when you eat it. So
funny.
Yes, but it felt and tasted like marshmallows.
What?
why marshmallows?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Is that like
I
your favorite
know.
food?
No. They are tasty and I enjoy the experience, which is why it was a bit weird to experience it consuming an eye.
Well, I guess when you're limited in what you can consume, your brain just hyper focuses on the one thing you can.
Perhaps. It is just a strange experience and I thought I would comment on it.
Does sound strange.
I know, right?
Sounds really weird.
That is what I said. Continue sipping on tea.
Maybe it's different for different kinds of undead. Actually, would I know that? Because I spent time with a
True. One
with
person should
a
know.
It's pretty much
You
across
feel
the
master.
board that undeath makes flesh taste better.
But like, does it always taste like marshmallows?
Uh, not all flesh, but each body part becomes a lot more appealing.
Okay, I'd mention that in conversation then.
Well, that's weird.
It was rather disturbing when I first found it out.
It is still disturbing to me, and I am undead.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
kinda bad if you just wanted to eat flesh all the time now.
I have no intentions of mimicking my sister.
Thank Lumina.
Lumino raises an eyebrow, then thinks for a second. Ah, okay.
Neither one of them.
Hmm.
Sips tea.
Hey!
No offense, Lumina. But you did manage to somehow make a worse deal than I.
At least I can still taste things.
You want to see what I can taste?
The salt of the tears of your enemies.
That too, but tea. Continue sipping tea.
I can too. It's always great
I
catching
still
up
can't
with you.
believe you made a pact with the Demon Lord in school.
I'm sorry,
I
you did what?
mean,
FYI, this is the first time he's hearing this.
Yeah, I know, that's why he said it.
I'm sorry, you did
okay.
what?
The school taught us about. I think it was a devil. And we talked to one, and I talked to it, and one to another. Kind of funny that Barovia was the less evil option for me.
Like I said, somehow you managed to make a worse deal than I.
That's... Why would they summon the Demon Lord?
Well, our long-running theory is that that place is a prison.
Remember how my
Yeah.
dad needed to work there after he got convicted?
You know what? Yeah, that checks out. I
Like
guess it's a
honestly,
good
they
thing we
didn't
never
even
stand
bat
there.
an eye at my gambling ring.
I am
Yeah.
still
Some teachers
profoundly
even
confused by the
participated.
existence of that place.
Yeah, probably a good thing neither Chi-Chi or I were sent to that school then.
Oh yeah, you would have.
Frankly, yes.
You wouldn't have managed to hold up a week.
I probably could have.
Good is we know
I'm-
how you were when you were 10.
I am terrified at the thought of Chi-Chi being in that place.
Yeah.
She seems like the sort who would kick a demon lord in the nuts.
She
And I
probably
miss
would
her.
have. Yeah, so do I.
This is how life goes.
So it's strange to say it's coming up to be a year
Hmm.
It is strange.
since this gestures to everything.
Yes.
I'm trying to make my peace with it.
None of it proceeded as I desired it to. But it is what it is.
What did you desire?
I came here because I thought that isolating myself would spare the kingdom I was a part of from the horrors of my visions.
And
It perhaps did. But it
I
came at
see.
a high cost. When
Yeah,
I
but-
came, I thought I would come alone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, usually what happens when you try to defy fate.
He looks a bit irritated for a second and sighs. I did not see any other options at the moment. To remain would have been negligence of my duty. I had to try something.
No, I agree. You were put in a bad position of that vision.
I thought that by escaping I was saving the things that I cared about. Now most of them have died. Of course, between the three of us, not many of them stay dead.
It'd be at this point that there's a knock on the door.
I will get up and open the
Proteus
door.
looks towards the door.
Who is it?
The door opens, revealing Beck, and she is
Alright.
holding a scroll.
I'll take the scroll.
Rudius
Ah.
looks horrified.
He raised a hand. Elmar's raised a hand to you,
Lumino
Rudius.
jumps up.
Let
What?
me leave us for a second.
She nods, turns, and leaves.
I close the door. Walk back to the table.
I'm
Sit
so-
down.
I'm sorry.
Um,
What?
Why? How?
My father.
What?
Healed Beck and turned her into a vampire.
Meta, we don't
Only
know
the
that.
latter.
Well, no, like he said, my father as a response to vampire Beck. So Rudius
Yes.
made the assumption
Yeah, but
of.
did we
Only
see
the
that she was
latter.
a vampire?
I assume so. She
Her
looks
eyes
like
are-
one from the image.
Her eyes are that of a vampire.
Ah, okay. I mean,
My father has specific ways of addressing failure and betrayal.
what happened? How did this happen?
It is a matter I am conflicted on.
Okay.
He looks genuinely a bit upset, by the way. Not just like angry or annoyed. Like actually upset.
How? So you said the latter. So he wasn't the one that Beck
I
arrived
challenge
here.
her to a duel for the betrayal.
No.
It is my duty.
It ended with her becoming a vampire?
I was going to bury her respectfully, as I do with everyone that has worth in my life. My father had other ideas in how I am to repay betrayal of that kind. He looks to the the tattoo in his arm.
Did we see if hers was shattered or was her arms covered up?
Her one is open and visible. It is identical to Elmaris's.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I do not know what to do. But I will figure something out. It is not how I wanted things to end. But it is how like Rudius said. Avoiding prophecies has consequences I would have never foreseen. It's funny. She was the whole reason I tried to save that place.
Amaris,
Looks at you.
it's not your fault.
One would say so. I am not sure I would agree. There's only so much I can do.
Listen to me. It's not your fault.
He pauses, looks at you for a second, and remains silent. Sighs a bit profoundly. Rudius,
Yes?
I want you to know that I often find myself mourning the loss of your sister even to this day. But I am happy she has not come to see us for what we have become. Roll mercy.
What we become is what we make of ourselves.
And what we choose to do with the life that we have.
Yes, but choosing between the pyre and the noose still kills you.
And choose the third option.
The gunshot.
It's always something different. But there always is one.
I tried something for different, but it's why I came here. The ladder of tragedies I hope has ended. It is up to us now to see what lies beyond it.
I kinda accepted it will never end. And just go through it with a smile.
That is depressing.
Maybe try it once.
He sighs again. I miss being
Yeah.
living.
You wanna turn back?
I do not know if that is possible. Perhaps one day. That would be preferable. My transition was not exactly of my own volition, as I'm sure you know.
What you wish is to turn back into one of the living. And you will do
I desire
everything
to be
in
immune from fate without losing my life. It will be a long path. But I will believe that there's something at the end of it.
We'll always have our help.
I hope so. I understand that I am not the best at expressing it. But though I mourn the tragedies that came to your lives as a result of following me, I am happy you have come. Both of you.
I've accepted my decision.
It is not my place to accept the decisions of others.
The thing I can do right now is somehow get this whole church thing in order.
Yes. As for me, I will. He pauses, pressing his lips a bit. You can tell that the even just interacting with Beck briefly kind of sets him off in a very uncomfortable position. He fidgets a bit. Keep moving forward.
Noticing your discomfort, Pup gets a bit closer.
That actually makes him feel a bit better. Perhaps one day the tragedies will end. Speaking of, Rudius.
When's your wedding?
Yes?
I am sorry if I am about to ask something terrible of you. But have you contacted your parents yet?
I have not.
I see. When you do, please stress the importance of their not coming here.
To be completely honest, I don't know if I ever do plan on contacting them.
You
I
should.
understand. I am sorry.
Why should I? I believe it'd be better for them to think that we both passed.
They
I
will never.
understand.
They are not thinking that. Not
Yes.
giving them the clarity is akin to torture.
Perhaps there will come a time of reckoning for us both. But I understand your decision.
It's just a lot to consider if I were to. I want to, but given how my
Alrighty.
father is, I don't know how he'd take all this, and that could,
Yes.
well,
Our desires often matter little in the face of our duty.
it just depends on what we prioritize. I find that people tend to get too wrapped up in duty a lot of the time. It's important, and you should follow it, but people just let it consume and let it become them entirely, when there's more to someone than the role they play.
Is there?
I believe so.
Lumino stands up and goes to Rudius, puts a hand on his shoulder. I'm not saying don't be careful with what you tell them. They are your parents. They have a right to know that their child is alive. They also have a right to know the opposite.
He pauses.
Don't deprive
Suppose
yourself of contact to your parents just because you're scared.
I will disagree with Lumino on this point. I truly do not mean to offend neither of you. Nor to cast shadows on your sister's name. She was a wonderful person and I miss her daily. But between the three of you, Beck, and myself, I have come to realize that those who come into Barovia unprepared die. Something to consider.
I will give it some thought. But I do believe Lumina has a point.
Amaris looks at you like he's about to witness a tragedy.
Them knowing doesn't mean they will come in here guns blazing and try to kill everyone.
That is what I thought of you two. I bid you good luck, Rudius. I understand your emotions, and I will pray you that you do not have to make the same choices I did.
I don't believe I would, even if they did choose to come here.
That is
But-
funny. Neither did I.
I suppose our situations are different.
Very.
The world can be cruel at times.
Indeed, it can be, though that's not a reason to give up or stop trying.
You are correct. Oh, how I miss the simplicity of our childhood.
Kind of funny that can be called simple now after we're complaining so often how difficult we have it.
Ours was not a simple life, but it was simpler than this.
That is true.
Yeah. Man, I hate grown-up relationships.
That is life.
They certainly are complex.
I think I never told you about this, did I?
But it's about what?
I broke up with Dylan.
Oh, How-
What does that mean?
We are not together anymore.
You were together?
Lumina looks actually confused.
so did
Huh?
Rudius. They said they were together.
I thought you were friends. Oh, that
I
explains
mean,
a lot.
technically, but yeah.
You thought they were just roommates?
Technically. Yeah,
That is life.
after the whole thing she pulled, I tried,
I see.
but both of us didn't seem to were able to put the other one first.
Is she still determined to become a vampire?
Honestly, I don't know.
I think you did what was best then. I can't imagine what you're feeling, and I'm sorry you had to experience it, but from the sounds of things, you and her made the right decision there, if you're both after completely different things.
If she tries to, it's going to be on her. Yeah. That was a bad week.
It is often best to get these things out of the way before they become bigger problems.
Rudy
Maybe.
puts a hand on your shoulder. I'm sorry, Lumina.
I'm trying now to look forward. There's a lot of administrative work I have to do to not die now, so
I am sure you will find a worthwhile partner in the future.
maybe.
Someone worthy of your attention for once.
I'm sure you will.
And I hope you do too.
I mean,
It
heck,
is
if I can do it,
cool.
anyone can.
I did not spend all of my youth hyping you up for you to say such things about yourself.
To be fair, that might have helped.
I mean, this, not really, but I did appreciate the statue.
The statue? What
Didn't you
statue?
say that you had, like, a statue of him made or something like that? Or was that, like,
He was
not actually?
going to.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think there was a statue of him in his tomb for like the little bit it was around. It just wasn't around for very long.
Saw it from the afterlife.
Okay, what a talk.
Yes. It is a complicated life we lead. Or unlife in my case. I am happy I have you to share it with though. You do me a great service.
Do it as often as possible.
Same here.
As
But
for
now
back,
that you
I do
said
not
that, I
know if
will
it is.
ask. I will annoy you with it way more often.
I will be here when I'm capable of being so.
Come visit me if you have time.
Same for me. And I do hope I will see you at the wedding.
Of course, I will never miss it.
Do you open the scroll?
Yes.
It's a wedding invitation.
James was waiting for like an hour now for this.
I have to finish my conversation.
I know, but it's funny.
I
Now,
will
hold
open
on,
the scroll.
we got 25 minutes left. Let's spend 25 minutes just talking.
The scrolls is instructions written by Strahd, asking if you could be an emissary for Barovia. There is a ship waiting on the west coast, just beyond the mountain's
Wow.
reach.
Okay. Me?
The voyage is expected to take approximately 3 years.
No.
After all of this, you open the scroll. Fuck, I need to leave.
The voyage. So he wants me to be an emissary to where exactly?
Let me check what it's actually called.
Wait, so the voyage will take 3 years? That means they will be 3 years on sea and then just arrive? Or the whole
No,
thing?
the whole
like...
thing takes 3 years.
Okay.
The halfling nation of Grot. Sorry, the human nation of Grot.
What am I
Oh,
supposed to do
that's
there?
funny. There's a human nation of Grot, and then around the top part of it, there is a small crescent halfling nation of Grot.
That is amusing.
Question,
What
is
am I
the
supposed to do there?
halfling... Is the grot on top half as big as the grot on the bottom?
You are supposed to evaluate its position in relation to Barovia, analyze its defenses, negotiate a surrender if possible, and then, if not, you will be leading an army against them.
I've literally been prepared my whole life for this, so I guess about time.
Like,
You guys see Elmar sigh profoundly.
What is it?
I suppose I will be missing your wedding.
what?
He passes you to
No.
the scroll.
I thought it would take longer for this to happen.
As did I. Seeing as I was about literally making plans with you guys a second ago.
Hey, that doesn't mean you need to miss the wedding.
I suppose that is true.
You can take a few vacation days to come back and then go there.
I will see if that is possible.
It's only,
You're the
what,
prince who
an
will keep
8-month-long trip?
Is it difficult to arrange for a one-time teleportation?
Well, with Barovia's current level of magical ability, yes. The hags could probably
Right,
do it,
also-
but it's going to cost something.
Also, there is one thing I need to do. I need to get a handmaiden before I leave, right?
A new one, yes.
Yeah, so I guess I have a little bit of time before I fuck off immediately, right?
Well, yes, the strip's not supposed to take place for over a month.
Okay. Then I guess I will have emergency provisions made to get myself a fucking handmaiden for once.
So you will be gone for 3
Yes,
years?
yes. Sure seems like it. Not the ideal circumstance, but ironically enough, I've been prepared for this since I was born. Well, very close to it anyway. I will make sure I do the best I can to be with you in your wedding. If I cannot,
Appreciate
I
that.
will send word.
I do hope that things go well on this voyage and that war can be avoided.
As do I. I know that you might think me a warlike person, but it isn't only what I was prepared to do since I was young. I have no desire for needless conflict if I can avoid it.
Well, let's hope it can be avoided.
It always can.
Wait, does the scroll say they need to give up or war?
If the surrender on their behalf cannot be negotiated, then it does mention that there'll need to be preparations made for war.
I'm sorry, the plan is to send like 5 people, say, hey, we want to take over your country, give it to us. They say no, and then they're just expected to leave after that?
They're not expected to go there and say it right away. They go there, they evaluate whether the culture would actually allow that sort of conversation to take place. If not, they're supposed to account for it. They trust Elmaris to actually figure out the details. That's just the overarching plan.
And like alright.
Unless one of you desires to come
He
with
has
me.
3 years to evaluate if they are right for conquering.
Nah, the Viltrumite way.
Basically.
I don't suppose any of you desires to come with me.
Well, I don't want to risk missing my wedding.
Desires, yes,
I understand.
but I don't think I'm in a place where I can do that right now.
I understand. I suppose this voyage can be made in the future. So should the worst come to pass, I will send word. I will also do my best to be present here for Rudy's wedding. If I cannot, I will
appreciate
at least
that.
have a letter sent.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I apologize for the possible missing of an arrangement. Though I trust you have at least seen that it was not my intention.
No, I don't know. Plus, I trust if you didn't want to come, you would just be honest about it rather than making up some story.
Correct.
Do you want to make Beck your handmaiden?
That
She's
seems like a
qualified for the
political
role.
nightmare.
Seems fairly bleak.
It seems like a political nightmare.
Entire
Next few
situation, a
sessions are
political
just
nightmare.
Amara's political adventures and our downtime.
It's like the Phantom Menace. That's from Jedi to Palpatine scenes.
So, I think we should return now.
You may do so if you desire.
Yeah. It was nice seeing you again. Please come by before you leave for 3 years.
Yes,
That
I
won't
would
be
appreciate
possible.
a visit as well.
What?
Or at least a letter.
Where you guys are completely out of way. If they were to travel to where you guys stay and then travel, they would not have time to actually make it to the ship in time.
Also, out of character, what was our... Were we getting, like, paid for the vampire thing?
Well, Elmaris is the prince.
I can arrange for payment.
No, I'm not asking that in character. I'm just curious if, like... And Strahd sent us to do this. I was just curious if, like...
Did he?
There was something for it. Didn't he send...
No.
Oh, no, he sent Elmaris, and then Elmaris got us involved in this.
James, I'm
No.
gonna have some. I'm gonna have money to deliver to them.
Okay.
How much from your infinite fund?
I don't have anything funds, but I will.
Standard rate of work?
See what. Yeah.
Proportionate to skill and level.
Yep. It's not like he's doing the like paying you guys a bare minimum. He's okay. How much is this job worth? And then he's paying you exactly that.
I know. And it's a fair way to go with things like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I'm going to be suffering from it again.
Rudius, you are paid 895 gold.
What?
Okay, and Lumino.
All of
You are
that
not
for
paid. Fuck you.
800 gold?
Yes. And Lumino, you are paid 450.
Oh wow, that's more than I expected.
All that work.
Yes, standard rates are low. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, it's...
That's actually quite high in
it's-
Barovia.
What was it? 410?
450.
Wow, that's a sending scroll.
One of them.
Yeah, that's a sending scroll.
Yep.
That's... I don't know, something for me.
To put it in perspective a bit, this is what someone working a job would make in that time. 330. So a skilled laborer, like a crafter or a blacksmith, would make 330 in that time.
Right, but this isn't like a skilled... Like, I didn't make an item or something. This is like a month-long espionage mission.
To be fair, Rudy has spent multiple months before this finding out all the information about this vampire.
Yes, 150 days.
Ah, okay. Thought it was longer. Okay. After knowing that we won't see each other for 3 years, I would, on my way out, give Maris another hug and said to him, whatever it is, if you need help, tell me and I'll be there.
Thank you. I'll keep in touch. Rudy
You know,
is.
I'll try to.
Rudy gives Elmaris a hug.
He is profoundly
hug.
surprised by that and looks at you like you're like a wet cat.
Aw.
It's group hug.
You hear his ribs cracking.
Hey, you're not a wimp.
That's right. I appreciate your support. His voice cracks a little bit. Perpetually in puberty he is.
Apologies, Mike died there. I didn't hear anything since I hugged Mars.
He looks at you like a wet cat. That's it.
Hmm.
Rudius,
Also,
to put in a
take
bit
good
of
care of-
perspective, you basically just got paid 52,000 US dollars.
Okay, I did just like for Celestia standards, that just seems like pennies. So that's probably how I was thinking about
You
it.
guys are usually in the top 1% of 1% nations. So it's like going to the US and earning income there compared to earning an income in, let's say, Egypt. In Egypt, this amount of money is a crap ton. In the United States, it's not.
Stay safe, okay?
I'll do my best. And yeah,
Oh,
yes,
also,
off I go.
if you find any like churches that are not occupied, make note.
Sure.
Hmm.
She winks and leaves.
Alright.
All right.
Yay, downtime.
So, 3 weeks travel.
Yeah.
It's in a month for the voyage, right?
Yep.
Do I remember who was the second best candidate for Handmaiden?
You can't pick them now.
Why is that?
Consolation prize.
Yeah, it would be a political nightmare.
You have to
You
hold
would have
another
been enough for me to hire
choosing?
you, but the other person died, so it's yours if you want it.
Do I have to choose to hold another choosing?
Yeah, you would have to.
Can I do that in like a rush?
You can. It affects the quality of the candidates.
I don't think I have much choice. The reason I can't choose back as my handmaiden, beyond just that's weird, boils down to she does not have the qualifications I desire for someone in a handmaiden because she doesn't know shit about Barovia. Which was kind of the point of handmaiden.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, she's very well educated. She'd be a spectacular ally. She's just not good for what the specific purpose I'm looking for handmaiden for would.
Fair enough.
Okay. So do we roll for encounter?
Yep. 3d10, please.
Can you roll?
Take it
or
away.
shall I?
We can do one. Like, I do one, you do one, I do one.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey!
James. I will be
Roll
holding the.
him.
Hey, nice.
Ah.
I will be holding the choosing.
Another one, James.
Yep, another one.
Alright, my turn.
No, nothing. I rolled a 1, a 10, and it.
Come on, let's get a
Come
10.
on, also a 10.
Let's get a 10.
Ah.
Nah.
Anything on an 8?
Yeah.
What is it?
Say neutral weather.
Currently looking it up. No, that should be 9 or 7.
More
Fog
fog.
again.
The fogs of Barovia.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. I need a fortitude save from you, Lumino.
Fortitude?
Yep.
Which one?
It's okay if you start getting sick. I can
Aspect
just
form
heal
or
you.
normal form?
Aspect.
That sounds bad. Looks good.
Okay, you're okay.
Good. I have a feeling there's still Gordates in the air.
Hmm.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
The detox, you're fine.
Hmm.
Our plan to fuck with with that guy just fucks everyone else instead.
So
I
you see a
sadly have to go
small...
now already. Work is calling.
That's all good.
Okay.
It's actually pretty much on time to end, so we can end here. It'll be the treants to start the next session.
Oh,
Do
Well,
we
what?
want to do the DLMR stuff in downtime, James?
The treants.
Oh. Okay,
Oh, the
I'll be
trap.
gone. Bye.
bye.
Bye. James, do you want to hold the Elmar stuff in downtime? Because I do need to do the choosing, but that's not very exciting for a session.